Diddy in the news.
Bro. We talk about music all the time, and I always told you, like, growing up, I always felt that whole, from the Bad Boy era, I was only a Biggie and Craig Mack fan, and only in Black Rob. So, obviously the Locks, but they're Rough Rider. But yeah.
Well, it's stopping.
I always thought once he started making music, it was kind of odd. Like, I felt like there wasn't enough time from Biggie's passing, he just kind of like took it and kind of ran with it and kind of benefited off that. So I always felt like he was just odd. And the stories you hear are odd.
Very odd.
And I was just never a fan of his music. But I'm not saying that personally, but just entertainment-wise, as a kid, I always just felt something weird about that.
Yeah,
that whole Bad Boy.
That whole situation just.
I'm a Wu-Tang kid, so you know.
And you know what's even
Wu-Tang for the babies.
What's even more interesting is like like all this is happening, right? And then there's like people that worked on Revolt, that worked on the network, or worked on shows on the network. They're like, oh, no, I'm no longer going to be working at Revolt because of all these allegations coming out about it. It's like. And I'm just like, so this is where you draw the line. that you was working for the company that he owned before, for all these years, knowing like if you like pay attention to the scene, knowing like some of the stuff he's been in the news about, and it's like now, after you done been there for like a year or a couple of years, it's like now okay, but now the morality kicks in.
Well, I was gonna say, those people. Their words are incredible because everybody knows that they were around this person for a certain amount of time, and their moral compasses have them lost for many years. So it's kind of like they're trying to backtrack, but the man paid you. You benefited off being around the man. Yeah. Just deal with it and just move on. But don't try to backtrack and say I'm removing myself from this company because of these allegations when there's been allegations about this man for over 20 years.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
So like, just don't do that, man. Just be a stand-up person, man. Don't. I hate when people try to dissociate themselves from something when they weren't fully involved with it. So it's like. Yeah, you can step away, but don't give no reason. Just be like, I'm stepping away because I found another opportunity. I feel it's not for me anymore. But I wouldn't even shed light on that situation for that being the reason why I left something. Because what he does doesn't affect me at all. Because they still don't get paid from Revolt anyways if they continue to work there anyways. Yeah. So I just feel like that's a sucker move. But we do have a lot of people that don't really understand what moral is and morality of things. And if you had a real, true moral compass, it wouldn't direct you to certain things in life.
And you would have never worked there.
That's my point.
Yeah. Like
you wouldn't even been attracted to that situation because your moral compass would have told you, like, nah, it don't feel right. Yeah, let me go with this situation.
Yeah, most of the times if you do, they tell you beforehand before you get a job or anything, do your research on the company, do your research on people and stuff like that. So
Oh yeah, and for the younger generation, don't know what a compass is. It's a little thing that got east, west, north, and south, and you put it in your hand. It got a magnet and tells you where to go if you lost. So
and it's on your iPhones.
That's why moral compass is directing you to things that benefit you in life in a positive manner.
And it's on your iPhones. But
that'll bring good karma.
That's a story for another day that these folks don't know what a compass is.
That's the education from Mr. B for the day.